Oh, shoot. Such an idiot, man. Oh, thank goodness nobody's watching at that time. All right. Well, I went live, but now my water's way over there. You know what? Well, nobody's watching. I'm going to go grab my water. Hey, guys. So, it's Ilika. Thanks for joining. This is my live Q&A. Today I want to talk about a few things, but one of the first things I want to mention is my hair. It's different than what you guys normally see. Hey, Constance. Um, yeah, it's different than what it normally is, right? I normally have my hair straight. Frankly, I wear my hair straight because it's easier for me. Um, I learned how to straighten my hair finally after like 7 years of being natural, of having natural hair. I finally learned how to straighten it, and it takes me like 10 minutes. So it's the easiest process in the world to straighten it, and it's much harder to actually wear it curly. But I have it curly today because when I was washing my hair today, hey Lexi, how are you? Lexi. Um, why did I call you Lexi? Alexis. Lexi down under, same thing, right? um, so the reason I have it curly today is because my baby, she was Gabrielle. Everyone knows her. She was I know, right? she, she was at she was in the bathroom, and she was in the bathroom with me when I was washing my hair, and I was gonna wash hers next, and she started doing all this in the mirror and saying, "Oh, mommy, my hair looks like Auntie Yanni's." You know, which is my sister. My sister's awesome, and you know, my baby, she's like, you know, oh look, it's so pretty like Auntie Yanni's, and I started thinking, oh my goodness, I've been wearing my hair straight for over a year now and haven't really had my kind of natural hair without flat iron it. So my daughter doesn't know that my hair looks just like hers. So I was like, I need to wear my hair curly so that she sees that she's like me too. That it's not just Auntie Yanni that has this hair, Mommy has it too. So I did a bunch of twin shots, and I put her hair like mine, and I put it and I made my hair curly just like hers. Did some Bantu knots and the whole bit, just so that we both have curly hair today, and she could be excited to see mommy having the same hair as hers. So she's really excited that my hair looks like hers today. But I wanted to wear my hair curly because I hadn't in so long, and I didn't even realize that I hadn't. And so she was not even, so she probably wasn't even seeing herself in me because I had this different hair than she had, you know? So my hair will be curly more often now than normal, but I couldn't believe that I did that. So, and I didn't even realize that I was doing it. And the only reason why I stayed natural after 2014, because I went natural in 2010, and every day I was figuring I was gonna go and get a perm in my hair because it was so much work. And then once I got pregnant with her and found out it was a girl, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have natural hair, and I went and did natural hair, and then didn't wear it natural, and so she was, you know, not even seeing it. So I'm gonna do it more often. But so that's my story of why my hair is like this. So guys, thank you all for joining. Let's talk weight loss or hair or whatever you want to talk about. I'm here for you guys. So any questions today? Anything you guys want to chat about today? Because you know me, I can talk all day and ramble about anything. Like I just rambled about my hair for like 5 minutes. So, and I don't even know anything about hair. Like someone asked me, they were like, "You should do a hair channel," and I was like, "Me, a hair channel?" I was like, I know almost nothing about hair. I was a little girl. I was the girl that was out playing basketball with the boys, while my sister or you know and cousins were out there like doing hair, you know, doing each other's hair and playing with the dolls and stuff. I wasn't that kid, and I still don't know what to do with hair. So I was like, I would love to do a hair channel, but I don't know anything about it. So it'd be basically you guys teaching me how to do hair, which could be cute. Maybe I could do a hair channel with Gabrielle as I learned to do her hair. So let me see. I saw some questions. Okay. Um, I had the same moment with my daughter. She's only one, but I noticed her mocking me, so I took out the hair weave, yes, and embraced my natural TWA. Love it, single mom. Um, I'm doing the 12-week smoothie detox next week. Are you, Constance? I can't wait to hear how that goes. I've done different cleanses. Like I've done the master cleanse, which is you're eating no food. You're just, with the master cleanse, you're doing like this. There's this concoction. You have to drink like 6 to 10 of them a day, I think, if I remember correctly, because I haven't done it in about 2 years. But you have to drink 6 to 10 of them a day, and it's like maple syrup and lemon juice, like fresh squeezed lemon juice, and water and cayenne pepper. And I was able to do that oddly. Hey guys, my cousin's on, Alicia. I was able to do that oddly, but I tried to do like a 3 day smoothie cleanse, and day 1.5 I was struggling, and I don't know why. I'm like, why wasn't I able to do that, but I could do anything else, but I could do no eating for 14 days. So let me see. So yeah, good luck with that, Constance. I'm sure you can do it. I don't know why I'm like all or nothing. That's my issue. I'm an all or nothing person, I think. Um, Lexi says, what keeps you motivated? You've been doing this for a while. I think what keeps me motivated, a few different things. Because I was thinking about this today, and I was like, I get this question a lot, and I was thinking I should do a video about this, but I'll talk about it here. A couple things that keep me motivated. I always talk about my daughter. Every time I look at her, I'm motivated to be better. Because I'm like, I want her to have a foundation of good health. But then, I mean, that's the big motivation, right? But then it's like, okay, how do you stay motivated every single day, every hour of the day? Sometimes she's not there and I can't look at her to be motivated. So another thing that's kept me motivated, I have an Apple Watch. And I'm always like using this thing, right? And the cool thing about the Apple Watch is you can see like your steps, you can see your calorie burn, like when you work out, you can see how many calories you burnt during that workout. You can see your heart rate. Like there's so many things that I can see on there. So that has motivated me. Now, mind you, these Apple Watches are expensive as all get out. I got mine on insanely deep discount because I had a family member that worked for the company that was selling it, like it was that type of discount. So I got mine, and I got the old one after the new ones came out. So, I've had it over a year, and I think I got it for like $120, which is still expensive. And I had a job back then too, so it was a lot easier to get the Apple Watch. But being able to see, okay, I've set a goal for 1,100 calories every day, and forcing myself to get to that goal helps me to stay motivated because I'm a goal-oriented person. So if I have a goal set, I'm going to fight to achieve that goal. And the other thing is you can add friends on here, similarly to what you can do with the Fitbit, how you can add friends on there so I can see what they did. So I would get like a ping or like a text on my watch saying like, Nadia just burnt, 500 calories doing this, this, and this. And this was the day that I was feeling really lazy. And I'd be like, oh, shoot, she's not even the only one working out, and I stay fat. So that's what I was sitting there doing. So I was like, oh, no, I'm about to go work out. And I would literally go work out at like 10 p.m., like be in the basement doing like T25 or something like that just because somebody else was working out. So just different things like that motivated me. Now, I saw another question, how do you stay motivated on keto? So the first week staying motivated on keto, that's when you got to use your big why, right? You have to use your, oh my goodness, why am I doing this? Why am I losing weight? What is this for? Is it health? Is it my kids? Is it, what is the reason? Is it because I want to look better in my clothes? Is it because I want to wear smaller clothes? Is it because nothing in my closet fits? Whatever it is, you need to use that during that first week, because my Apple Watch is not going to motivate me during that first week. It's so hard that first week because you're changing your mindset and you're changing the way that you're eating, and everything's changed, right? And also you're hungry that first week because your eating is so different and you're craving carbs that first week. After that first week, it's a lot easier on keto. So get through the first week and you can continue to go through. If you break that first week, jump back on it and try and get through. If you keep breaking, maybe try like easing into keto. And that's something that I actually did over time, was eased into keto. So keto wasn't as hard for me once I actually started doing it, because I didn't jump straight from today's me starting my weight loss journey to keto. I did portion control, then I watched my carbs, and over time I finally got to keto. But I think I always commend those people who can go straight from I'm eating brownies today to I am keto tomorrow, because I'm like, wow, I struggled doing that. Like I had to go, I had to take steps. And And I have a videotape of me talking about those steps. And again, you guys who've been here on my on my lives the last few weeks, you know that it takes me forever to edit a freaking video. I don't know why I'm so bad at it. Um, Let me get back to the question. I'm so terrible at this. Um, Let me see. Did I miss the weight loss winner revealed? No, you didn't miss the weight loss winners revealed. I just got the all the emails back on Monday night, so I'm still going through it. Still going through all the emails, putting them in the spreadsheet, and then finding out who the winner is. So I will have that to you guys by Monday, and I'll also do like a packing thing, and showing who won, and talking about it and a whole video on it. Um, for next Monday. So now I've committed to it. Remember, I said I'm goal oriented, so now I'm forced to do it. um, how do you keep motivated on keto? Oh, I just answered that. Yeah. So as we're talking keto is really tough, especially if you have never done it before, and if it's something so new. Um, Basic tips for starting keto. I see from Lexi. Some of the basic tips for starting keto, I would say ease into it. I'm not a huge suggester. Oh my gosh. I don't suggest jumping right into keto. I actually suggest taking a few weeks to ease into keto, because here's the thing, right? For me, I'm cheap, right? Everybody knows how cheap I am, right? So just like I got my Apple Watch for $120. Meanwhile, it was like a $300 watch. I'm so cheap, I can't even help myself. I wasn't buying it for $300. It's just not in me, right? Anyways, so ease into it. So you think, okay, I'm looking in my pantry, right, and everything is like bad for you, right? I got 10 things of brownies. I've got all this stuff, and I'm not about to just throw away food. That's just not who I am. So I'm like, so let me think about how we can do this. Maybe I have a big party and we just get rid of all of everything. Everything is not good for us. Maybe I can donate it and get a tax write-off for donating foods and things like that. So I start thinking about how I'm going to get rid of the bad foods in my pantry. Um, the other thing is, I had a goodbye party for me. I had a goodbye to my brownies. If you've watched any of my videos, brownies are my weakness. That's why I keep talking about them. Especially dark chocolate brownies. I convinced myself that's all I can eat. So if someone brought a whole tray of milk chocolate brownies, I would not touch them. But if you brought a tray of dark chocolate brownies, I would slap your hand for even trying to eat any of my dark chocolate brownies, even though it wasn't mine. You brought the tray. so, but so what I did was I had to get together, and I made like 2 pans of brownies, and everybody was eating them, and I had to convince myself they weren't just my brownies. And so I definitely had a few brownies, but I didn't eat the whole tray. And that was honestly my first step. That was me convincing myself, guess what? I don't have to eat every single brownie. I've made enough for everybody. Force other people to eat these brownies. I started handing them out. Like, hey guys, eat these brownies. Try these dark chocolate brownies. These are the best kind. And then different things that we had in our pantry, just having folks eat them. I think ended up having like a Christmas party or something, and folks just kind of went nuts on all the food, and I was happy about that. So then after that, I was still doing portion control, right? So I'm watching my portions, and I really started watching my carbs. That's a huge part of keto, right? Low carb. So what I did was, in my portion control, I started slowly cutting the carbs away. So going from 100 carbs, more than that at first, but eventually got to 100 carbs, and then down to 80 carbs a day, and then down to 60 carbs a day, and then finally down to 40 carbs a day, and then increasing my fat over that time. Excuse me, so that now I'm getting my body ready for keto. Ooh, gosh, sorry. Get my mind ready for keto. So then eventually I was down to 20 carbs, and I was increasing my fat, and my protein I already started to increase. Sorry, so as I was reducing my carbs, I was also increasing my protein and slowly increasing my fat, because the way I've always done keto is low carbs, high protein, moderate fat. So I was kind of watching that the entire time and ensuring that I was getting my fats from healthy fats like avocado and oils, as opposed to mostly animal fats. I tried not to do a lot of carbs from animal fats. I already don't eat beef or pork, so my animal fats would be either seafood or like ground turkey that I always eat, um, or chicken. I definitely do a lot of chicken wings. I actually make my own chicken wings. I get this huge, massive bag from Costco, and I'll take like half the bag, and I'll make, I think it's like 60 wings in half the bag, something like that. And I'll make all those as a buffalo wing. I do it in the oven. I don't fry it. I do it in the oven, and oh, it's so good. I marinate it overnight in the buffalo sauce. I mean, it's spectacular. If I do say so myself. Oh my gosh, me bragging about my, like I'm like an amazing cook or something. Anyways, um, so so over time, getting back to the story. Gosh, I'm such a talker. It's ridiculous. Getting back to the story. So over time, I reduced my carbs and started increasing my fat a bit. And the fat will increase naturally, especially as you're eating more protein, because when you're eating more protein, you are going to get some fat from animal fat, right? Especially unless you're vegan. And when you're doing that, if you're eating, even if you're eating some of the lean ground turkey, most organic ground turkey is going to be full fat. So now you're getting some good fat in there, or some fat in there, a good amount of fat, I should say, from that. Um, so you're just watching all that, and you're increasing that, and then you're checking out. Another good tip for keto is looking on YouTube for these different like keto recipes. A lot of folks put really good keto recipes up. There's this one couple, CJ's Kitchen, I think it's called. CJ's Kitchen. They're new YouTubers actually, but Sarah, the wife, she lost I think something like 60 pounds doing keto, and she puts a lot of really good recipes up there. And the channels, I think they have like 300, 500, something like that subscribers. And I'm subscribed to them. I would go and subscribe to them if I were you guys. She sometimes joins my lives, but they have really good recipes. I was like, are they chefs or something? Like, they have good recipes. And they do keto, and they show a lot of keto recipes. So I would look up some of the keto recipes, especially some of the easy ones. Did you find it hard to cut certain veggie carbs? I think carrots and sweet potatoes are no-nos. I would check the channel. Yeah. What's your basic tip for? Oh, oops. So I did find it hard to cut out some of the veggie carbs, especially carrots, because I love carrots. But I actually ended up cutting the carrots out. Sweet potatoes, again, I would eat sweet potato fries every single day if I could. It's literally one of my favorite things. So I would have a plate of brownies and sweet potato fries and call it a day. But but I cut those out. It's tougher to cut those out. But yeah, I found that tough. But I added a lot more leafy vegetables. So the kale, arugula, spring mix. The spring mix salad has become like my go-to. I use it for everything. So you end up adding a lot more leafy green vegetables in there. Let me see. Do you track your food all the time? I'm finding that I'm not tracking as much, but I'm still having success with keto. I never tracked with keto. So once I really got to keto, where I got to the point where I was down to 20 carbs a day, I stopped tracking, because I count my carbs to some extent, right? But what's extremely low carbs. Like if you're eating meat, you're getting almost no carbs in there, and so now you're really just counting like the veggie carbs, which is it's almost pointless to count those. So yeah, once I got into ketosis and really started eating keto on a regular basis, I didn't count my carbs anymore. Or, I'm sorry, I still count my carbs, but I did in my head. I didn't track it. I wasn't documenting it in my Lose It app like I was when I was doing portion control. It was just, for me, it just made it easier to stop documenting and to just count them in my head. Oh, no, 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 no. So single mom says, will I do keto forever or just for weight loss, or for fat loss? I will not do keto forever. In fact, starting in March, I'm taking my keto hiatus. So the way I do keto, and the way I've always done keto, I'll do it for 2 months, usually during some weight loss challenge or something like that. I'll do keto for 2 months, and then I'll take a month or two off. And the reason I do that is because it helps, at least I think, it helps me to sustain and maintain my weight loss. So I've known people who, they did keto for 6 months, right? Lost tons of weight. And then was like, I'm skinny now. I'm done. I'm not ketoing anymore, right? And so they gained the weight back. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to do that. And so I was like, I need to figure out how I can do keto to lose weight and then maintain after that. And then do it again if I need to drop more and then maintain. And so the entire time that I've lost weight, I've done keto for like 2 months, and then I would take like a month or 2 months to maintain, to see if I could maintain. It was almost testing myself. And I've been able to do it because there's a way to get off of keto, if that makes sense. Does it make sense? Get off keto? I don't know. There's a way to transition from keto, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And the way to transition is you basically, the way I transitioned into keto by slowly reducing the carbs and increasing the fat and protein. I slowly increase the carbs and reduce the fat. I still keep my protein where it is though, because for me, I feel the protein is so important to keeping a lean body, right? To being more lean, because we've all seen the pictures, right? We've seen, here's 200 pounds and here's 200 pounds, right? And the person who has kind of more lean body mass and more muscle and things like that looks much leaner and much more toned than that 200-pound person that has just kind of doesn't have as much lean body mass, hasn't done the protein as much. So for me, it's just more important to ensure that that protein stays. So as I gradually get off of keto, I keep my protein where it is, but I just kind of even out my carbs. And sometimes I'll even go back to tracking, especially if I see myself gaining. But I essentially go back to portion control, so that I'm kind of watching my food, but I'm watching my intake, but I'm not, going to keto. And then in a couple months, probably around May, maybe even mid-April, depending on how I feel, I'll go back to keto to drop more weight. So like right now, I've stayed steady at around 213, 214, but stayed steady from, in January or beginning of January, I was 230. So I've lost 15 pounds, I guess. but I still, I essentially stayed steady, right? Because that 230 doesn't really count that much because I gained that over Christmas. I know. I don't even talk about it. I talked about it in a video before. But anyways, during this time that I've been keto, I've lost about 15 pounds. So now it's time to maintain, and then I'll go to drop again in a few months. But even during my maintenance time, I'm usually able to lose, a couple of pounds, 3 to 5 pounds or something like that. But it's 2 months, right? That's such good advice. I'm such a bad reader. I like the doing it for a few months, take a break, but not party with those brownies. I really like that advice. Thanks, Lexi. Yeah, I know. I cannot party with those brownies, which I tend to do. I struggle with the meal prep ideas. Oh gosh, so do I. You suggested getting recipes from YouTube. Where else do you get meal ideas from? I think that's great advice as well, because I've seen lifers using keto. I know I've seen those keto lifers too. So meal prep. I'm not a heavy meal prepper, but what I do is, and this isn't like, so when I say I'm not a meal prepper, I'm not one of those people who gets like 17, Tupperwares, and I'm gonna put, rice on this corner, and I'm gonna put, veggies on this corner, and I'm gonna put, salmon right here, right? I'm not that person. What I do to meal prep is I make one massive meal, right? So I'll make a big thing. You've seen it. I make a big pot of the ground turkey taco meat, and then during the week I'll have my taco salad, or I'll make a big pot of kale, of my kale soup, and then I'll have that during the week, because that's still really low in carbs. Or I'll make a big huge thing, 60 buffalo wings, and I'll have that, during the week, and then also my pizza, my keto pizza. Oh, look at that. You should try the cream cheese crust keto pizza. Yes, everyone should try that. I made that a couple weeks ago, the cream cheese keto crust pizza. Oh my gosh. I put some mushrooms on it, some kale on it, and the cheese over it. It is delicious. Oh my gosh. And I'll do that. I'll make a big one, right? So I'll double the recipe. So I'll make it big enough to where I can get about, what is it, like 8 to 10 slices out of it. And then 2 slices usually fills me up. So now I've got a whole week's worth. So yeah, that keto pizza is delicious. And Constance is talking about using Pinterest. Yes, Pinterest always has some great ideas. Plus, for me, I like seeing the recipe, and I like seeing the ingredients list and stuff like that too. So Pinterest is always really good for that. So hey guys, I wanted to mention my friend Lexi on here. She has a YouTube channel too called Lexi Down Under, and it's really really fun to watch. I watch her channel all the time. It's just she's in Australia, and so she's really showing like her life in Australia and also her weight loss journey. But man, I love watching her channel. Like I was telling her one day that I mean, if I could subscribe 10 times to her channel, I totally would because I think it's. I mean, she's funny and she's also showing her life in Australia. And I'm like a big like I've always wanted to go to Australia, and I've been talking about it like my entire life. And my husband always makes fun of me. He's like, "We're not going to Australia." I'm like, "Yes, we are," and I have a friend there now. So um, let me see. Laugh out loud. I've been poopy lately though. You should try keto, Lexi. I'm telling you, I mean, I think it's really great for fat loss, for weight loss. I have a company, guys. Hi, baby.
Water.
Huh? Oh, my water's right here. He came in here to get my water. There's water everywhere in the house, but no water tastes like mommy's water. Um, yeah, the pizza is definitely good on keto. I love it. This is Zach this time. Gabrielle, I know. Gabby's always here, isn't she? Um, she's not in here. Where is she? That is so odd. I totally expected her to be coming in. Hey, buddy, you want to say hi to everybody?
Hi, everybody.
They can't see you. You got to get up. Thanks, Michelle. Thank you so much. I was talking about my hair at the beginning about how I did it for Gabrielle. Come here, buddy. Okay, he's stealing all my water.
Yeah.
Come here. You want to say hi? Ooh, you're kicking the camera. Now mommy's kicking the camera. I'm just as bad as him. Say hi.
Hi.
Oh, Zach, you keep kicking it, buddy. Keep kicking it. Why aren't you in the shower? Weren't you supposed to be getting dressed? Oh, he's going to start making faces. Have you had your cholesterol checked while on keto? I've watched a few people eat tons of bacon and drink oils. Oh gosh, in their coffee. It makes me nervous. I know. Okay, you said he's my twin. I've been saying that as well, but my husband does not believe me. I think he's my twin too. So yeah, I haven't checked my cholesterol. Wait, have I? Yes, I did get my. I'm an idiot. I did get my cholesterol checked while I was on keto, and it was actually. I mean, my cholesterol is usually fairly low, and so it was still low. It's normal, lower end of normal, right, on keto. But no, I think he looks like me. No, I think he's my twin. Anyways, I've had my cholesterol checked on keto, and it's on the lower end of normal. But again, I first of all, I do the oils in my coffee because I love it. But I do not. I don't do. I don't do a lot of fats in my meat, So I think that's why I'm able to kind of maintain. And I don't eat bacon. I don't eat unless I guess I do eat turkey bacon once in a blue, but I'm not a huge fan of bacon. I know that's crazy. I know. It's insane. Everybody lives for bacon, but I don't, and I never did. I was never like a massive like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get bacon on this. Never that person. Kim Vaughn says, "Have fun sharing my $30." Oh. Oh no, in diet beds. I'm out. It was a rough emotional month and it affected my diet. Oh, Kim, I'm so sorry. Oh. So we got to get back on it then this month, Kim. Okay, Zach, what are you doing? Kim, we got to get back on it this month then. I mean, it happens where we have rough weeks, rough months, rough days. I think last week I was on here just having a really, really rough day. And we all have those here and there. But we got to pick ourselves up. I'm so glad you guys can see me so well through this cup. We have to pick ourselves up because we know we can do it. Here's the thing, we're not giving up. Regardless to whether we've lost any weight this month or last month or next month, we're still not giving up because every day that we keep going is progress toward reaching our goal. We got this. Keep going, whether you were doing keto. If keto is too much for you, let's go for portion control. Start tracking. Seriously, I mean, at the beginning, I always recommend for people to track, meaning document your eating. in like the Lose It app or MyFitnessPal. I love the Lose It app. I think it's easier than MyFitnessPal, but that's just me. Everybody has their their favorites, right? Okay, nobody's paying attention to me. Everybody has their favorites, but I like the Lose It app. But I always say, shoot. But I say document it at first, at least for the first few weeks, so you can see what you're doing. Plus, you'll eat healthier when you're able to document it. Yes, you can come up. You'll eat healthier when you're able to document your food, and the reason is because you'll start to look at with everything that you're eating, and you'll say, you know what? Shoot, I can't eat this because I don't want to write it down. You know, because you don't want to write it down, you eat a little less. Guys, okay, you can get up. I don't think you guys can both be sitting on mommy in the middle of my video. I'm trying to answer questions. So, this is wonderful. Oh no, you will not burp on camera. Zach! We're not supposed to burp on camera. Here, how about...
Put some water.
Guys. Yes, okay. So, Kim, you got this. You can definitely do it. I know we all have our tough times. Yes, Gabby's here. my twin, Miss Pris. Look, and she wants to look at herself drink the water on camera. Okay, guys. No more water for you guys for now. All right. They said hi to you. They said hi to you. So, what other questions you guys have? What else can I help you guys with? Oh my goodness. And this is all the time and every day. They have so much to say, so much to do. Gabrielle, look, they said hi. They said hi, kiddos. They said hi, Zach. Hi, Gabrielle.
Hi, Zach. Bye. Hi, Gabrielle.
Why are you saying hi, Zach, and hi, Gabrielle?
Hi, Zach. Bye.
No, you got to say hi, Constance.
Hi, Constance.
Hi.
Hi, Constance.
Say hi, Kim.
Hi, Kim.
How tall am I? I am 5'10".
Hi, Kim. Poopy.
So yeah, I'm taller I'm definitely much taller. Zach, don't put your hand in the camera. Say hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. Poopy.
Say hi, Kim.
Hi, Kim.
And say hi. No, don't say poopy. That's not nice.
Hey, Mommy.
Say hi, Lexi.
Hi, Lexi.
What was I saying? Yeah, I'm 5'10". So being taller,
You say bye.
it's been no, I'm not saying it's been it's been a little actually being taller, it's been my weight obviously carries a lot differently, right? So and I always tell people, I'm like, 200 pounds on me is going to be, you know, it's going to look like less, right? That I can't wait till I get to 200 pounds. I've been at 214 for feels like ever. But I was saying 200 pounds on me is going to look a lot different than 200 pounds on somebody who's 5 feet tall. And, you know, our height obviously plays a huge part of it. But it doesn't play a part in our weight loss. We can still lose weight no matter how tall we are. Stop it, please. Princess, that's too loud. We can still lose weight no matter how tall we are. So, any other questions I can answer for you guys?
Yeah. It's gonna start.
Before I get hit in the face?
It's gonna start.
Yep. 5'4". My mom's 5'4".
Hello.
I was taller than her when I was 10. Uh-oh. Wait 1 second. Okay, let's see. How do you tailor your children's meals? I feed my 1-year-old meal preps, and her grandma sneaks in the junk food. Oh my goodness. So, single mom, I was so with you. Like my parents would always, my sister would come over, my older sister would come over with like, what is it? I don't even, fruit roll-ups and fruit snacks and things like that. And I'm like, come on guys, we don't want them doing this. Oh, Lexi, I'll see you later. I'm like, we do not want them eating these kinds of foods. You know, it's not good for them. And you know, even if they do it once in a while is fine. But once in a while doesn't mean you give them 7 packs of fruit snacks that day. So, so I started kind of, you know, talking to them about that. And the more I talked to them, the less they did it, right? But they don't see them every day, right? My family doesn't live near us, so they don't see them all the time. So what we do at home is, no, just sit, please. What we do at home is, the way I got my kids to eat vegetables. Initially, I started by putting vegetables in the smoothies. And at first I just like half and half fruit, half vegetables. Do not do that. That's disgusting. And then I'd add more and more vegetables every single time. So every time I made the smoothies, more and more vegetables to that smoothie. Eventually, now there's way more vegetables in the smoothie than fruit. And the kids still love them. And because they were eating their vegetables in the smoothie, then we got them eating vegetables and other things like the kale soup. And part of it is, oh my goodness, you want to be strong, right? Well, vegetables are going to make you strong. Uh-oh, Zach's going to be strong. Is Gabrielle going to be strong? Oh, Gabrielle's strong. Oh, Zach's strong. Oh my goodness, they have such big muscles. And that kind of stuff got them really excited about eating their vegetables. So they would eat their vegetables just so they could be strong like daddy or like mommy or like Hulk or, So that really helped them for eating their vegetables. I cannot believe they're sitting here hearing this whole thing. Usually my husband comes by now. No. Usually my husband comes by now. Gabrielle, I just told Zach no. Usually he comes by now and gets them to take them to their showers, but I'm not sure what's happening today. Don't put your hand in the camera because then everybody can't see your beautiful face.
I can't see.
Well, if you put your hand in there, then no one can see your pretty face.
It's too little.
You're too little? Oh, you're too little. Okay. Here. There you go. Now everybody can see you. Oh, wonderful. Now you're right there on camera. Yeah. I haven't twisted hers out yet. So her hair I'm going to twist her hair out tomorrow. And we're going to be twins tomorrow. Oh, give her a kiss. She didn't want a kiss. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions you guys have for us? Because apparently we're all... Oh my gosh. Oh, gas. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's all going haywire at this point. Any other questions you guys have? Anything else I can help you guys with? I love how I was trying to be so serious and professional, and they all came in and decided to do all this. Doing 1 meal a day. I finally found out what that OMAD meant since January.
Oh,
Gabrielle, it stinks. Since January, I've lost 45 pounds. I do keto as well and track all my meals. I weigh 285 pounds. Blame it on the veggies. I'm going to blame it on the veggies. Thanks. You started at 285 pounds. Oh, that is awesome. So since January, you've lost 40 pounds? Wow, great job. So how are you going to continue doing 1 meal a day and continue on keto the whole time? And is that going to be like your way of life, or are you going to kind of move from that? We were talking about that earlier in the video. But that's awesome. 45 pounds since January is great. Have you gotten any workouts in? I'd love to hear about your workouts too. No, baby, stop.
yeah, boo.
Okay.
Mommy.
Yes. How did you maintain the love with major weight loss? A lot of couples fall apart. Fall apart when one partner changes. Oh, how did John not? Oh, my husband not. He doesn't want to say it. That's too late. How did he and I maintain? So it's gonna sound braggy, and I'm trying my hardest not to. So he adores me. So one day I'm gonna tell the story of us. Stop. No, Zachariah, she doesn't want to kiss. One day I'm gonna tell the story of us, about how I chased him heavily initially.
What?
In college, and he wasn't overly into me, and then everything turned around, and now it's like he's head over heels. That's so funny to say, but he is. It's true. We didn't change, I think, because he didn't notice. Really, it wasn't like I lost weight. He knew I lost weight, but I don't think he really realized how big I'd gotten. Guys, mommy has to talk, so I need you guys to keep it down just a little bit. Oh, sure, really? Because it wasn't you. So I don't think he realized how big I'd gotten. Like one day he told me that before we had kids, before I got pregnant, I had a flat stomach, and I was like, oh yeah, babe, I did. No, I didn't. So it's just I don't think he really noticed how big I got until I lost the weight, and then we were looking back at pictures, and he's like, oh my goodness. He's like, when were you that big? And I was like, babe.
I was
like, last year. And he's like, oh, no, but the camera adds weight, right? And I'm like, you're right next to me. Did it add weight to you? Who told you to laugh? So, I think he just didn't notice. And also, we stayed connected the whole time. We talk about it. We talked about our weight loss, about my weight loss. We talked about my program, what I was doing to lose weight. And he didn't give me advice, which is important. I know it sounds crazy, but you don't necessarily. Yeah. You don't necessarily want to hear about weight loss from a skinny person who's never had a weight problem. So initially, when I was talking about losing weight back in like 2010, he would try and give me advice, and I was like, like annoyed, like please don't tell me how to lose weight, blah blah, like getting all mad and stuff. And I think he kind of learned his lesson, so he stopped giving me advice and just started listening to what I was saying and trying to support me. Like, yeah, sure, if you want to work out at 5:30 in the morning, you go ahead and do your workout, and then when you come back, we can just decide how we'll schedule getting the kids together. He's like, I'll do the nighttime routines, and you do the daytime routines. So then I get back, since I get up so early, I get back for my workout, I get all the kids ready for school, and then at nighttime he gets them all ready for bed. And that's just kind of how it worked. Plus he was on board with ensuring that the kids got healthy too. It was important to him as well. So it ended up working out that we stay connected. Thank God, because my goodness, he is the best. So I would have a really tough time if we didn't. Any other questions? I hope I answered that, because I'm so ridiculous sometimes. Yes. Any other questions, guys? This has just been the most ridiculous Q&A on earth. Where's Daddy? Okay. So, the connection might be going after today in this Q&A. No, I'm kidding. My goodness. All of them are in here. No, Nathaniel's not in here. He's the only one. Otherwise, you'd be hearing, be sure to watch my mom's next video. So any questions, guys? Anything else I can help you guys with, or anything else I can answer for you guys? Thank you, Sophia. They are so funny too. I mean, I can't even believe they're all through the entire video. They're so out of control. It's so funny. Before having kids, I remember. Gabrielle, I'm on live. Let you know, like she cares. I remember before having kids, I'd see those kids in like Target or something who were like screaming and losing their minds, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, what terrible mothering, Now my kids are those kids, and I'm like, oh no, just calm down. All right, let me see. Do you combine weightlifting and cardio, or just one or the other? You look very healthy, girl. Thank you so much. Gabrielle, come on. Okay. So I do weightlifting and cardio as well. And so the way I do it is I actually do HIIT workouts, which is high intensity interval training. So it's incorporating cardio, but it's in intervals. The way, at least my particular HIIT, right? So it'll be like, I'll do like heavy cardio for a minute, and then I'm doing like, sit-ups or squats or something like that, and then another cardio exercise, and then I might be doing lunges. So, you're changing it up, and you're doing that in intervals. I hope you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Please let me know, because I feel like there's a lot of background noise. I can barely think. But, and so because of that, I'm getting my heart rate up. My cardio is actually happening. The cardiovascular is really happening, really working. And then I'm also getting that resistance in there, doing like squats and lunges and things like that. And then about twice a week, I do actual strength training. So I'm like with my weights and at the gym, doing bench press, back press, leg extensions, all those different things, depending on what I'm working that day. But also as a part of my HIIT workouts, I incorporate dumbbells. So I'll be doing, I might be doing bicep curls as a part of one of my workouts in between some of the cardio that I'm doing. Hey Donna, I'm glad you're able to join though. Okay. Buddy, I would love it if you took your brother and sister to other rooms. Zachariah, please don't. Okay, thank you. So yeah, I do it. I definitely do incorporate both, and sometimes I even do yoga, which I love. I wish I could do yoga more. I'm glad you guys can't hear me. I actually love the kids' sounds. My baby's no longer a baby. Oh, I know. And the thing is, I miss it so much too. Sometimes, like when I wonder if I'm back on. It says I'm back on, but I don't know if anybody else is still on. But sorry guys, my battery died on my phone, and so I lost the live. Shanita, I saw that you said that you have 7 kids. I am amazed, especially those ages. Oh my goodness, I thought I had a lot of young kids. Not even close. Though I might still catch you. No, I'm kidding. No, I think we're done. Not by my choice. No, but I think we're probably done.
Hey, Kenny, John.
So sorry about that, guys. I wish I was better with this whole live thing. Any other questions that you guys have? I see there's a few folks still on. So any other questions that you guys have for me that I can help you guys with? Whether it be keto, intermittent fasting, suggestions that you have on other videos that I should be putting up, or even suggestions you have on other types of things that you'd love to see me show. Like I've been talking about putting up a video or starting to create, I guess, on my Instagram account, get like a Gabrielle scene or something like that. Like have her doing her own little videos, because she is just something else. And the faces she makes and the conversations she has are out of control. Guys. Okay. Come on, please. Yeah, you're the oldest, buddy. You should come on. You know better. All right. No. All right, go on. You guys can head on out. Thank you. Go on. You guys can head on out. Let's see if they actually do. I'm trying to act like I'm bad. So, yeah, I've been thinking about doing a video for just having Gabrielle do her own little videos and seeing how that is. Here we go. The last one. Got one more.
He's watching my mom's video.
I knew that was going to happen. Thanks, buddy.
And Mommy's thinking of making Gabrielle's channel and a channel for me.
Oh, yeah. And a channel for John doing gaming videos.
I want
Yep.
to do it. I just want to do gaming videos too.
Yeah, you can do gaming videos too.
Ow.
But I was thinking Gabrielle's wouldn't be on her own channel. It would be more so just her on my Instagram or or YouTube, just kind of talking.
No.
But either way, thank you guys so much for joining. I'm so sorry about the technical difficulties. Oh goodness, and about all the additional interruptions.
No. Bye.
So next week I'm gonna do it better. I mean, I'm sure they'll come in. It's one thing for them to come in, I guess. It's a whole nother for them to stay, right? And be a part of the entire video, kicking the camera and stuff. But I'm a mom of 4. I mean, what can I say? That's my kids. That's what they do. So, but yeah, I'd love to hear if you guys have suggestions for me in terms of what other types of videos you'd like to see me making, and then also suggestions of what was the other thing? Shoot, I'm so bad. Also, just if you guys would like to see, if you guys, I would love to hear in the comments or somewhere if you guys would like to see.
Thanks for saying my mom's a good mom.
If you guys would like to see like a Gabrielle, kind of like what Mila does, but just I don't know if you guys heard of Mila, but a little girl that just kind of talks about different things. Gabrielle's always talking about something, and I thought, man, I should tape some of this, and I always forget to. So I may just try and just set something up.
No!
Zachariah, please, buddy. I may try and set something up and tape something for her and see what happens. So, anyways, and also I was even thinking about doing like a hair, Gabrielle's hair day or something like that, or maybe make that some sort of series on my channel, because I'm trying to figure out how to do her hair. Like I mentioned before, I was a little girl playing basketball or running around trying to play football with the boys. I wasn't doing anybody's hair. I wasn't doing my doll's hair or any of that stuff, and so I still don't really know what I'm doing. So she has ponytails all the time because that's the only thing I know how to do. So we're learning. We're learning as we go. I had three boys, so the three boys I never had to do anything with their hair. Now it's like she's there, and I'm like, oh my goodness. I've got to figure out something more about hair. I need to watch more videos and start doing more hair. So that's what we're doing. All right. So if there's no more questions, Zach, buddy, come on, please. Gotta be quiet, Zach. Shh. Zach, gotta be quiet. Okay, thank you. All right. So if no more questions, guys, thank you so much for joining. Sorry, we won't have that technical difficulty next week. I'm gonna make sure I'm fully charged. And I'm going to plug it in, keep it plugged in the whole time. And so I will talk to you guys soon. I got a couple more videos coming up. Keto, how I do keto is coming up. My full year and weight loss journey is coming up where I'm going to talk about my entire year of weight loss from my first challenge all the way till the end of the year. Till February. And, okay, and that whole thing. Wait, buddy, let me say this and then you can say your part, okay? I'm gonna, I got a whole video already taped of, how I do keto, and I have another video taped of, my year in weight loss. So from February of 2017 to February of 2018, and, how I did challenges and things like that, in keto and hard body outdoor fitness, and basically what I did to lose weight. Just the full entire weight loss journey and that full story, and it was emotional and it took a lot out of me, but it was important to me to kind of get it out and to thank the people that really helped me along. So have a great evening, and go ahead, John has something to say. Go ahead, buddy.
Like, subscribe, comment a good comment, and
Go ahead.
and I hope you like this video. Even when I'll talk to you, okay?
Zachariah, no.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I hope
Don't get nervous.
I hope you like this